My name is Walter, and I'm from Springfield, Virginia. And before getting started with DannyJohnson.com, my wife, Danette, and I were always wondering when we would be able to break through and have access to being rich and getting what we've worked so hard for. And it seemed that we always had some emergency or issue that would keep us from doing what we wanted. We both worked 12-hour days, 6-7 days a week, and our daughter spent most of the time in daycare. Then we got registered for First Steps 4 months ago. Since we were in our first step to success, we've paid off $194,000 in debt, and using key strategies that Danny has taught us, we've created 25 new jobs in our marketplace. And in our primary business, we've increased our annual revenue by $150,000. In my secondary business, I've increased my closing ratio from 10% to 50%. And in doing all this, we've also reduced the amount of hours we work in a week from 60 to 40 hours a week. All of this has given us the gift to be able to spend time with our daughter. Our relationship with our daughter gets better every day, and other parents that were around and teachers are telling us how she is so loving and well-behaved. And this is all stuff that we've gotten since our first Steps to Success 4 months ago. Our life looks nothing like it did before we came to First Steps to Success. I don't want you guys to let your excuses get in the way of your future and the future of your family. I have no idea what our life would be like. And be in your first steps to success. Do whatever it takes. Figure out whatever you have to figure out to get there. And we'll be happy to see you there.
I am from a small wine country town called Sebastopol up in Northern California. And prior to coming to First Steps to Success, I was hearing about a trainer that people in our organization were plugging into. And I have to admit, I felt a little worried that outside training would actually confuse our team. And I felt skeptical about turning our leadership over to someone else. So it was about 2 months ago that my husband Kevin and I noticed that our income had jumped by another $12,000 a month. And when we looked a little closer, we found that the people in our organization who had plugged into DannyJohnson.com and attended First Steps were the ones who were growing faster and earning more than everyone else. So Kevin, of course, he says, let's go. And we immediately got to the next First Steps event, which was really only just 6 weeks ago. We instantly discovered why First Steps was helping our team grow, and we found a simple way to plug our organization into Danny Johnson, which has instantly freed us up to have more fun and focus on our business again. We use Danny's War on Debt program to add $25,000 a month back into our bank account. And that one exercise, which we did together just last week, brought us closer together as a couple, really just to look at our financial life for the first time in our marriage. So, if you're in a leadership position and feeling a little pressure on how to manage it all, maybe you're feeling a little stuck, or, if you want or need to add more money to your bank account now, or like us, want to learn how to keep the money you're making, I just really want to encourage you to get yourself and your team to the next event.
Well, actually, Latvia is in Eastern Europe, and it's a small country. It's just 2.5 million people. Just as in every country, there are opportunities to spend money, and there are also opportunities to earn money, but unfortunately, to keep money and have it work for you is not so available. So what happened with me was I had acquired a debt of $60,000, and the current salary in Latvia is $700 a month. So I was looking for every possible solution how to get rid of my debt. And one of my friends saw Danny on TV, and I Googled her up. Just by listening to the material that's available on the internet, I already was able to implement some practical strategies that helped so that my debt would reduce. Later, after coming to First Steps to Success, the results were just super remarkable. Also, within less than 13 months, I became debt-free. Prior to plugging into Danny Johnson, my client list was about 70 to 100 clients. So that grew to over 1,600 clients. My company became the top leader in the industry in my country. And last year, we had our first $1 million year, and our staff grew from 13, 15 people to over 100. And within this year, my company has grown in so much that we're all over the country and gone international. Having success didn't cost my personal life. That gave me more time and actually wisdom how to spend time with my family. And I started going on dates with my wife again. I did a music project. That's not my business, but that's something my passion. And coming to First Step Success and also to Dynasty helped me to see what can be corrected about my life, and that I'm not super special idiot, but it's just common what needs to be done and changed, and then apply those principles and see the results.